So as you are saying, the aura is the most important thing. Can anyone detect their own aura?
Look, we have a tendency, every human body has it, that we can sense if something wrong or right is happening with us. For instance, most people these days are quite troubled due to an upset stomach. On some days, their stomach is upset, and on other days, their stomach is perfectly fine, feeling fresh. They say, I'm really enjoying today, I'm feeling good today. It's a small thing, but it makes them feel good. Similarly, when your aura gets disturbed, it feels something. We give it a name, we give it different names. We say this person is depressed. They seem disconnected from people. They seem so frustrated. They are going through some problem. Their patience level for some reason is decreasing. Nowadays they get worked up over every little thing. So why do they get worked up? Now let me ask you a small example. You stepped out of your house, you went outside, reached the main road and saw a cyclist being hit by a car driver. Will your emotions be of happiness or sadness?
They will be of sadness.
They will be of sadness. When your emotions were affected, it impacted your heart chakra. So the green color, which is of the heart chakra, was released less, thus weakening that part of the aura. So whatever events happen in your life, whether they are of happiness or sadness, they impact your aura because they affect your chakras.
So if something negative has happened to the aura, if something has been seen, how can the aura be improved?
Look, there are many things for that. Now, like you asked about the lemon thing, I try to ensure that my aura doesn't break at all. Now, understand one more thing. What is my job? Most of the people who come to me are surrounded by some problem or the other.
They are stuck somewhere.
If I don't give them time, if I'm talking to them and I say you have 15 minutes, tell me quickly what you have to say, Des. They won't even be able to start their story.
They will get confused.
And they won't be able to tell years of their story in such a short span. Sometimes what happens is, when we are talking to someone during an appointment, it can take an hour and a half. It can even take 2 hours. So during that 1.5 to 2 hours, they just keep talking. I'm not doing anything. As they leave, they say, it was really nice talking to you. I feel much lighter. Why? Because there's no one to listen to the pressure inside them. So even that affects their aura. Some people get affected by the evil eye very quickly. So what we tell them is to cut a lemon in half. On the back side of the lemon, write Ram with wet vermilion. And in the juicy part of the half, insert 3 cloves, add 3 black peppers, a little rock salt, and with a prayer, place it in front of Lord Hanuman's statue or photo, saying that you are the remover of obstacles, please save me. And after 6 in the evening, wrap it in a red cloth and keep it on your arm or in your pocket. You can tie it on your arm like an amulet. This helps those who have a tendency for their aura to break easily and get affected by the evil eye. So these issues start to get resolved. This is one simple remedy. Some people tend to attract negativity very quickly. For them, we suggest adding a little rock salt to their bath water and bathing with it. There are many such remedies. Some people notice a difference with remedies when their normal state is disrupted. Wear and tear happens everywhere. And when it comes to things like black magic, proper healing is necessary. Look, black magic is something like a tap that never stops running. Suppose someone has done black magic on you. It's like a tap, continuously pouring over you. You are like that bucket. It keeps coming into you. Now you say, Gurpreet, empty this. As long as the tap is running, can the bucket be emptied? It cannot be. So I have to create a shield over it that actually stops the flow, and only then can I remove it from inside. That happens through healing. So when the healing is done, it is properly finished, closed, then a complete knot is formed.
Okay.
Once the knot is formed, then there is no black magic. This is how all these things work.
So, ma'am, have you personally experienced it?
It's like this. Sir talked about it from a distance, about past life regression, and he also does Akashic records, etc. So the most important thing in this is that whenever you do it with permission.
The past life regression?
Yes.
It doesn't happen without someone's permission?
Yes, past life regression. When someone's Akashic records are opened, they are also opened with permission. What happens in that is that whatever problem the client has, it is discussed. And then they say that, yes, I want to know. You go on their behalf. What happens in that is that you yourself are going there, to that soul realm, opening their Akashic records with permission from someone in their bloodline.
Yes, I have seen in your videos too that initially a lot of privacy is maintained. Where you do past life regression, there are only cameras on stands. And I heard somewhere in the latest video you didn't mention it because you said the client didn't allow it. So very good. This is very nice. And have you ever done it yourself?
I did when I learned these things.
Yes.
So what happens is there's a bunch of people like those who have come to learn.
Yes.
So someone did it on me and I did it on someone.
Okay.
So by doing this, I have seen my 6 pillars till now. Scene 6? Scene 6. Look, I have been very afraid of heights from the beginning.
Yes.
I was afraid of water.
You're talking about this life from start to finish.
For me, since childhood, like when our house was built in Chandigarh, it's a very old story. So there was a ladder to the 3rd floor. So my tendency was that I wouldn't go above the 1st floor.
Okay.
I used to feel anxious
Okay.
that I shouldn't go up, I might fall. All right. And not to go to any height at all. Then I remember my mom and dad used to sit on the ground floor. Like when my dad came home, after arriving, husband and wife would talk. And they would tell the kids, all right, good night, go to sleep. So they sent us upstairs. We normally used to sleep upstairs. I wouldn't fall asleep until my parents came upstairs. It used to be dark. Should I tell you honestly what I used to do? I would come out of my bedroom. You know those mesh doors? They make a loud noise, the hinges creak. I would open it very slowly, come downstairs, sit on the stairs, and just watch my parents.
Yes.
I don't know why, but from the beginning, I always felt that something might happen to them. I felt this way since childhood. And in the old times when a house was built, a small tank would be made in the nearby empty plot where water was collected. Then buckets would be filled and taken out from there to make the mixture and so on. I used to be scared. Just looking at that small tank, barely 2 feet high, thinking I couldn't even go into that much water. Today I can swim. The difference in me came because I looked into my past life. I was able to understand why I was afraid of water, why I was afraid of heights, even though that was in bits and pieces. Because at that time, we were learning something new. Whoever did it for me did it in a very short span. And perhaps it was their first experience doing it too, because we were all just learning.
So you found out the reason why you were afraid of water?
Yes, I found out the reason. When you find out the reason, some things are event-based.
Okay.
When you feel scared or you see something like that, you have a problem, you feel pain, which is based on an event. Then when that event is identified, your healing happens. That's why past life regression is not just called regression. It's also called past life therapy. It is therapy, that's correct. It's a type of therapy as well. When a problem is event-based, it works as therapy.